it is our pleasure to welcome Henning Sandfort, President, Hexagon Geosystems. Henning, a very warm welcome. Tell me, what's your impression of this vibrant country at this moment?
Yeah, thanks for having me. And indeed, I think it was 2007 that I was here the last time. And there are these moments in life where if you close your eyes, you can put yourself back into that moment. And that 1 week in India, back in the days, actually is one of those moments. So I was really looking forward to coming back. And from a more business perspective, it indeed is quite exciting to see the pace of change that we see here physically and digitally, leapfrogging many generations of progress other societies have made. And no, I'm really excited to meet the team here.
Henning, before we talk about technology and leadership, we would love to go to the beginning. What sparked your interest in engineering?
Yeah, I'm not sure I can fully trace it back, but as a teenager, I was always really curious to understand how the world is run, how the world runs in terms of telecommunications, transport, energy. And so that actually led me into engineering degree.
Henning, from engineering to leadership, quite a journey it's been. Looking back, what are the most formative experiences that you could share with us which brought you to the leadership point?
Yeah, so let me cut it into the different stages of my development. And it all started with my career in management consulting. And we had the opportunity and privilege to actually work on the toughest business challenges of our clients, and it helped me a great deal to focus, to understand how to best drive analysis, and also to communicate. And that led me then into product management, a fascinating role which is very entrepreneurial and very at the heart and center of a company. And in this role you learn how to actually craft a business around technology and also how to say no. And ultimately I had then the opportunity to lead a business as a CEO. And I got started, and soon we moved into the COVID times. So there was tough challenges for all of us. And down the road, we were confronted as a team with restructuring, growth, selling companies, acquiring companies, and alongside of it also improving and driving the culture of how we wanted to work as a team. And that was a quite fascinating part of my journey, to learn how to have an impact on such a broad organization together with my leadership team. So all stages helped me to get to where I am now.
What attracted you to this industry?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that I would like to highlight. One is, of course, I have a strong passion for technology, and Hexagon actually has a big depth in technology, a strong know-how in solving really tough questions for the industries we serve. So that definitely was one part of it. The other one is, of course, that in the geospatial industry, there's so many different business models and quite a number of transformations happening, which always is quite exciting to be part of it. And overall, Hexagon as a group has a very entrepreneurial culture, which I really like. So yeah, there's all these different angles of why I chose to join the company.
Henning, moving on, how do you see technology transforming infrastructures?
Yeah, I would look at it in 3 steps. One is the customer challenges that we see today, how technology can address it, and also about how we adopt technologies. Looking at the challenges, I think in construction and infrastructure projects, since long we know that we need to improve productivity. We need to handle skilled labor shortages. We need to improve safety. We still have very much fatalities and accidents on construction sites. And over time, we also need to improve significantly on regarding waste and sustainability. And if you look at all these problems, many companies now try to address, or since years try to address it with digitalization, but it's a very fragmented landscape. Now, if you look at that situation, there's a lot that technology can actually do, and this is where we come into the play. Technology can actually help to ease workflows, can help to drive productivity, can help the different trades to start collaborating in a better way, supported by automation, supported by artificial intelligence, and the like. And then I think as a company, as a player in this field, it's also our job to help our customers actually adopt technology, because since years there are solutions for many of those challenges, but still the adoption lags. And this is where we need to partner up with our customers to help them understand how to best deploy it, how to improve ease of use, to make sure that we can really penetrate the projects with all these great solutions that actually deliver on these big challenges that our customers are facing.
Henning, what opportunities do you see for technology in a fast-growing market like India or even globally?
When I look at growth in our industry, I would see three different drivers. One is the construction activity, which in many places in the world, infrastructure is a main driver actually of progress and an enabler for economic growth. And what we see is that digitalization in construction actually is a major driver of the lifecycle cost reduction. The second is bringing technology to work. This is what we discussed earlier, bringing all the solutions and driving adoption, which has a major increase of productivity. And then the third is really bringing data to work, because there's so much data flowing in all these projects. But we need to ensure that those are brought into outcomes, that they are brought and used to decision-making, for decision-making. And all of that will actually accelerate significantly all the relevant workflows in construction.
Large teams and global innovation, huge mammoth words. We would love to know 3 key principles that brought you here.
Yeah, very happy to share my thoughts on this. For me, as a large organization, it all starts with having a strong ambition and a competitive spirit to actually win out there in the marketplace, to be the best partner for your customers. And in order to accomplish that, I personally believe that as a leader, you need to be authentic, you need to drive openness, and also you need to trust your team. And that enables you to get a strong engagement, which ultimately is very decisive to deliver and to provide an environment where the best want to actually work with and for you. And the third one is excellence. We need to continuously learn how to actually deliver and how to improve ourselves and the way how we as an organization work and perform.
Henning, many young students and engineers would love to follow your footsteps and would love to hear your thoughts about this.
Overall, I feel it's very important that you form your own perspective on what matters to you. What is driving your curiosity? What is it that you want to learn more about? If you try to follow a path that's beaten by someone or a certain expectation of others, I don't believe that will ever lead you to being successful and to feeling really engaged in what you do. So it's really about understanding what is it that drives your passion, which might also change over time. So especially in early days, I think it's also about taking some risks, moving into the unknown, getting a bit out of the comfort zone to understand what is it that really drives me. And then the rest will just follow.
Henning, my final question to you. What excites you about India? And for you, where does India fit into this picture globally?
India for us is not only a growth story. India truly is a transformation story. On the one hand side, you see all this significant investment into infrastructure, into physical and digital infrastructure. But you also see customers with strong ambitions, but also customers who are very demanding. And that makes it a very competitive market, which is great to actually be part of that, because it helps us also to progress as a company. And on top of it, India for us is also very decisive because we have a very strong and growing team here, which is tightly integrated also in how we do business globally. So overall, India for us is a very important part of our growth moving forward. It's a very dynamic market. And yeah, we're here to stay. We're here to partner with our customers to drive the future development of society and progress in this economy. And on a personal note, I'm sure when I leave, I will leave again with a very positive emotion, with a strong sense of optimism, which I always take back from being here. There's this notion of looking very positive into progress, into what the future might bring. And this is something I really appreciate a lot.
Truly inspirational. Once again, thank you for taking out time for being with us, and have a wonderful time in India.
Thanks, and thanks for having me.